have a celebrity in the house tonight. A Mr. Mark Mothersbaugh, the lead singer of Devo.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! 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 Yeah!
I have been asked to come and introduce your next comedian. However, I have seen fit to write a few jokes of my own. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
You have absolutely no choice. Do not act as if you do.
All right.
I have found it quite easy to write jokes. After all, how hard could it be? All you have to take are common everyday occurrences in the lives of normal people like myself.
Yes.
And make them relatable to everyday audiences. For example, don't you all just hate it when you are walking down the street, minding your own business, and someone comes up to you demanding that you sing Whip It?
Absolutely.
Sir, you are getting on my fucking nerves.
Point taken.
Don't you just hate it, also, when you are writing the theme song to the television show Rugrats, and Nickelodeon makes you rewrite it because it can't contain any references to AIDS? Perhaps that is not as common of an idea as I thought. After all, you guys are aware that we headlined Macworld Expo for 5 years in a row, correct? After all, I partied like a rock star last year. I had sex with 5 women and 1 man. Shut up! I'm Mark Mothersbaugh. So Wes Anderson came up to me last week and asked me to score his next movie. I said, asshole, get out of my face. I've already written 18 soundtracks for you. And I said, what we need is less Anderson and more Mothersbaugh. I think that was brilliant, personally. He told me, but Mark, I need you to write the next score for my movie. It's about 3 hipsters who sit and stare at a wall for 2 hours. So I told him to go piss off. And then I went into my limousine, driven by the other 4 members of Devo. Yes, that's right. Anyway, the man of the hour, so to speak, is here to do some stand-up for you. He actually won my appearance to introduce him by turning in 80 labels of Tanqueray vodka. Put your hands together several times, and then several more, and possibly cheer for Evan Valentine.
Give it up for Mr. Mothersbaugh. How you guys doing tonight? You having a good time? I can see that this is a very sophisticated crowd tonight. You guys all seem very intelligent. So you all must be Twilight fans, correct? You guys
Yes.
enjoy Twilight, yes?
Yes.
Well, I have never seen Twilight before. I've never, I don't know much about it. But what I've done for you, and if you'll allow me, is after watching the trailers, I wrote my own chapter of Twilight that I'd like to share with you tonight. Would you guys like to hear it?
Yeah.
Chapter 1, The Twilighting. Susan McAverage stepped out of her dad's Toyota Chevy hardcore truck, loaded to the brim with pictures of the United States and bottles of Jim Beam. Today was her first day of high school at the sleepy town of Mysteryville, and as she was the first member of her family to attend a school of any kind, the responsibility of bringing the McAverage name into the light of day fell upon her. Don't worry, Dad. I'll make you proud. Don't touch my truck! Susan's father shoved her out of the truck and threw her backpack out of the opposite window, watching it tumble quickly down a nearby hill. He then took a swig of a bottle of Jim Beam, slammed his foot on the accelerator, and began playing Ted Nugent's Wango Tango as loudly as he could. "See you later, boner," was the last thing he said before peeling out away from Susan and hitting a nearby lamppost. Susan smiled knowingly. "That's my daddy," she thought as she brushed herself off and arose to her feet. The prospect of a new school was exciting to Susan, but she was nervous that she wouldn't fit in. What's a new girl with a size 2 dress size and a 36 double D chest supposed to do when everyone already knows each other? Susan was getting more nervous. She would need to do her best to fit in. "Hey, new girl!" Susan swung around with a big smile on her face, ready to accept the challenges of her new school, staring at a group of cheerleaders. "Where are you from?" "I'm from Mystery Town." "Mystery Town? Ugh! That means you're from the country. Country girl, we instantly hate you, right girls?" The cheerleaders nodded in unison, looking at each other and shaking their pom-poms in unison. "You are such a loser. You should wear a bonnet on that perfectly proportioned head on top of that dead sexy body with no real imperfections to speak of." "Stop it, you're so cruel." Susan wept openly, the cheerleaders chewing their gum and laughing. Susan, in her confusion, tripped like a person with Down syndrome on a nearby ledge, only to witness an oncoming delivery truck hurtling straight towards her. The driver was too busy reading Descartes to notice that Susan was there. Oh no! So the meaning of life is perpendicular to the meaning of the soul, and oh shit banana! The driver yelled out as he tried to spin the delivery truck around, but it was too late. Susan was done for. Or that's what she thought until she noticed a figure dart in front of her and place his hand over her shoulder while also extending out his arm, stopping the truck instantly. "Are you all right?" the figure asked as Susan gazed deeply into his cold black eyes. His hair stood up straight like a penis ready for some action. His breath smelled like flowers and other shit that girls like. His strong hands felt like they had been making sausage in an abandoned warehouse with a meat grinder for the better part of the day. "I'm fine. Wow, you stopped that truck with your hand." "Ain't no thing." The figure stood up and brushed off his shoulder before giving the driver the evil eye and walking away. "Wait, I need to know the name of the man who saved me," Susan cried out as the figure stopped and walked back towards her. "My name is DJ Vampire and Shit." DJ Vampire and Shit instantly put on his Berkeley sunglasses and snapped his fingers like it didn't matter at all. He began walking away as Susan followed. "DJ Vampire?" Susan asked. "And shit, bitch, and shit. Damn, making a motherfucker repeat himself twice like? God damn, ain't you got no sense of timing or dramacy?" DJ Vampire and Shit lit up a Newport, took one puff and threw it on the ground just because he could. "Sorry, my name is Susan. Susan McAverage." "Well, McAverage, if you want to survive in the town of Mysteryville, I would suggest you watch where you be stepping." "Good advice, tee-hee." Susan bit her lip and began playing with her hair, realizing that she would be late for school, but not really caring. "So, do you like go to school here or anything?" "I go to the school of the damned. I play kickball in the nether regions of the human soul. I eat lunch in the cafeteria of longing and pain. I go to the prom in the gym of nihilism." "Cool, I'm from the country." "Shit, bitch, quit tripping all over my words like you got Down syndrome." DJ spoke as he brushed off his shoulder. "Sorry about that. So, how did you stop that truck? What are you?" "I think you know what I am." "Say it." "You're a Terminator." DJ Vampire slapped himself in the forehead. "Oh no, I know. You're a mummy. That's why you're so pale." "I'm a vampire, bitch. DJ Vampire and Shit. God damn, you got a case of the stupids or something?" Susan looked at him with a confused look, causing DJ to roll his eyes. "Man, whatever. Listen, you want to go hit up my car and do the deed before you gotta be a bitch and go to school?" "But wait a minute. If you're a vampire who's 1,000,000 years old, wouldn't that be considered pedophilia?" "Shut up," said the author. The end. So Jake was talking about dogs earlier, and I was watching this show on. Do you guys know about Animal Precinct? That show on Animal Planet. It's like cops for dogs. Now the thing about this, it's a really depressing show because what they do is how they determine whether or not they're going to make a dog like be able to inhabit a home with other people is that they put it in a room, they put a food bowl in front of it, and they go, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to give him a bowl of food. Now he hasn't eaten for a week. Now I'm going to take this foot-long stick and I'm going to stick this rubber hand in his face and pull the food away from him. And if he barks or growls at all, we're going to have to put him under. So, you know, that's it. And it's just like, why did they do that? That's so terrible. Like, could you imagine if that happened in real life? You're just eating at a restaurant and some guy walks in with a lab coat and just goes, hey, how you doing? I see you're eating a filet mignon. How about this shit? Yeah? You like it? Is this good? Is this good for you? I want you to do something. That's the bottom line. Do something. Do anything. And I get to gas you. That'll be the end of that. But I wanted to thank you guys for coming out. It's been a great show. We put a lot of heart and soul into this, so give everybody